we talk about hemp being this crop that can save the world and save the planet. Well, high CBD hemp is probably not that crop.
Right.
It's wonderful. The medical benefits of that plant and the medicine is amazing. But until we start to utilize the plant in its high fiber, high food in the oil and the seed, until we actually get there, I don't know that personally. I don't see, monocropped plastic mulched hemp as being all that sustainable for the earth. So it'll be cool once we shift away from, obviously it means like this high CBD industry is going to have to devaluate to get farmers to be incentivized to grow something that maybe only makes like $5,000 or $6,000 an acre instead of 10 times that. But once we do get to that, I think we'll really see some really cool things come out of this plant.
Yeah, and I'd love to see more experiments with, there's so many different things you can do with different parts of the plant, but like the hempcrete stuff is really interesting, building houses with using the parts of the hemp plant as part of this building matrix. There was a home in North Carolina that was built and permitted.
Yeah.
And I think one recently in Washington, if I'm not mistaken. I see these headlines. It's hard to keep track of them, but more and more seeing stuff with that and using hemp seed and materials as agricultural feed. There's all sorts of different things, even different uses for seed oils.
Yeah. And we just see those crops being grown throughout the world.
Right.
And
especially in like Eastern Europe and stuff.
Yep, and Canada and things like that. And the way those they're regulated where their overall cannabinoid content has to be pretty low anyways.
Right.
Again, you go into the whole like kind of genetic seed property, patenting things where a lot of countries there's only so many permitted seed suppliers and seed sources, so farmers only have a few choices of what they can grow and so economically maybe that's harming those areas, that they're not able to switch into this particular crop. But talking with a friend of mine who owns a company called Hemp Technologies, and they build hempcrete houses. They produce different forms of hempcrete, hemp plastics, things like that, and they're growing in 11 different countries, and they've been in it for quite a long time. But he is interested in finding a way to utilize the byproduct hemp stock from high CBD hemp, but I don't remember his exact metrics on how much it produces, but this type of plant spacing and everything, the amount of actual like hemp curd, which would be like the ground up fiber of the stalk that's produced per acre, and then the actual value of that by the metric ton is so low that there's not a lot of incentive for any of these farmers to utilize that byproduct. The amount of energy it might take them to earn an extra few $1,000s by taking 15, 20 acres worth of stock and get it all ground up and everything. For most people, it's just not there yet.
Yeah.
So